So today let's talk a little bit about some of the songs from the King James CD Maximus. I'd like to show you what goes into the parts in the song Prisoner. Okay, let's start with Prisoner. Song is in the key of F sharp, and feel free to play along. I tuned down a half step. As a matter of fact, all the songs on the King James CD are down a half step. So if I say a song is in F sharp, I suppose in concert pitch that would be the key of F. So, but anyways, back in 1994, I was holed up in a hotel room. We had a day off on the tour, and I sat in a hotel room with an analog drum machine, cassette player, and worked out all the parts to the song. All these years later, Mike Feehan added an incredible, some Latin rhythms to it, and Benny Ramos did some fantastic bass riffs. So the song, it actually has gotten better over time, which makes me real happy. So there's not too much to it, so let's get into it. You've got the opening riff, which is just on a blues lick. Standard blues scale. Add a little bit of palm muting. You know, it's not a very difficult part, but by the time it gets to speed up, trying to layer them all together and getting them to lock up, that is, for me, that can be difficult somewhat. Okay, then you've got the chords, which is F sharp, C sharp, and E. Okay, so that's the main part of the song. A couple things with this rhythm part is when you're doing this little riff right here, the subtle points of rhythm guitar playing is there's a little bit of a pull on that note, like that, kind of like a blues lick, kind of like the Cream, something like that. The other thing is, when I do this chord here on the E chord, I do a technique that I've been working on for years. I call it the wave. Okay, I like to put a little wave on my chord. So rather than hearing something like this, I mean, that's okay, but see, I like to put a little motion, so everything is always moving forward. And getting that little vibrato technique on your chords, if you've never done it before, there's a bit of a trick to it, so you have to kind of work that out. And then even, especially when you're layering guitars together to get the waves to move all at the same time, that is difficult. For me, it was difficult to learn, because if they start crossing each other, then they start canceling it out, and it sounds like you've just got guitar chords that are out of tune. So anyways, a small point, but in your rhythm playing, it can make a big difference. So when you're doing this little chug-a-lug down here, gotta be careful with that. Get the palm muting together so it's nice and tight and snappy.